Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome in. I got a few things to take care of. I just wanted to go ahead and start it because I saw we had some viewers popping in. So let me go ahead and get my headphones ready. I'm going to share this out on Twitter real fast. I got these all tangled up. Got to go back to live stream mode. You know what? To be honest, give me 1 sec. I'm going to get something for this. This is my new trick to make the microphone sound better. Just take my Unity Shaders Bible and my 3DS box and stick it underneath my microphone. And now my microphone stand can actually get to the exact height that it needs to be. That's what I've been doing on all my live recorded videos recently, or my YouTube videos, should I say. Let me know if the mic sounds okay. It might be loud. I turned it up for one of my new videos. And we don't have any audio coming through, but I'm going to have some game audio coming through in just a second. Yo, Space by Name, welcome to the stream. I haven't chatted with you on live stream in a while. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. I have all the thumbnails on this computer, so I'm going to share this on Twitter. I love this thumbnail today because, dude, I can't tell you guys like how hyped I am for the Perplexing Orb bounce and roll, but this one screenshot of level, this stage 32 from the thumbnail, and it's this actually the image I use on the PS4 and the PS5 for booting up the game. Just the atmosphere, like, it's so cool. All the subtle detail touches. We'll boot it up in just a second in the game and show you guys, but it's like the light coming through plus the shadows and the fog in the background is just so cool. So let me go ahead and share this out. I've actually got to run a little bit earlier today, so this is not going to be a full live stream. It's going to be about 15-20 minutes, so just here to chat with you guys about the Perplexing Orb bounce and roll, get my live stream legs back on, talk about our future schedules, our new game development streams that will come back with Maze. Going to be sporadic over the holidays, but I do want to catch up with you guys. Let's go ahead and tweet this. Quick live stream is back today. Come hang out. Yeah, I'm just going to say watch and put it in the same thing. All right, so we got it tweeted out. We've got it out on Discord so you guys can know how to find us. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Well and done. Let me go get to the game so I can at least give you guys a little bit of a teaser. I don't want to spoil too much. I got more devlogs coming out. You guys aren't up to date. Be aware that there is a new trailer for the Perplexing Orb bounce and roll on the channel, and there is one devlog on the channel. It's pretty long. It's almost about 20 minutes, and it didn't really get that many views, to be honest. So I'm thinking, like, for the next couple of devlogs, I need to make them like either more entertaining or like really short. I'm thinking like 5-minute spurts. I get so excited when I'm talking about our new games and stuff and all the things that I want to share with you guys and all the cool stuff I was able to put in the game and share. And then I just ramble on forever, but I get excited about it. And I know hardcore TreeFall Studios fans get excited about it, but you know, in the long run, it's not really too viewable on YouTube. You know, it kind of would make plenty of new people click off probably. So maybe I'll try to spice up the next devlog. But today we're going to show a little bit of a teaser. Let me go to development, games, bounce and roll. One of the best. This is like one of the best games I've ever made, probably. I love it so much. Test PC. All right, we got the headphones in the PC, so it shouldn't blast the audio. Be prepared. The game is booting up, so the desktop audio is on. Hopefully it doesn't blow you guys' ears out. And then I'll get the comments in just a sec. Let's just make sure this audio is good before I start. Oh yeah, that's super small. Let's go here, small screen recordings. Okay, let me know. The audio is probably not even audible at this point. I mean, I can hear it in my headphones because my headphones are kind of loud. But yeah, oh, it's cranking up. So let me know if it's too loud to my voice. Just let me know, and I'll change it for you guys. Yes, that's just me. Let me just share this. I guess I can retweet this myself. And then, cool. All right, Space by Name says, sounds so much better. Streams are usually kind of quiet for me. Doing good. Yeah, okay, well, that's good then, because I'm like right in the middle. I did turn up the audio for about like 15% maybe. Music is fairly quiet compared to voice. Could turn it up slightly. I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't want it to try to drown out, but the music is pretty good. So, you know, I'll let you guys have a listen to it. I'll pop out for like a couple of the tracks. Oh yeah, that's way too loud. Let me turn. I'll just put a little bit of it in my head. I got my controller here. But yeah, guys, so this is pretty cool. Just here to basically reboot the live streams, advertise the Perplexing Orb Bounce and Roll, talk to you guys about some TreeFall Studios news, the game coming out, you know, next week. Pretty excited about that. Some of our expectations, what we hope to get sales-wise, what we have to get sales-wise to keep going. Because if this game bombs, then, you know, we're probably going to be cutting back hardcore, and, you know, the dev live streams probably won't really be happening. The Maze Rising Trials will come out eventually, maybe. Definitely have to scale it back. So, got a lot of hopes riding on this game. Pretty excited about it. Perplexing Orb series is our, I would say, overall most successful series. It's definitely our most successful series on PlayStation. It wasn't our most successful series in terms of the Wii U, but that's because it was towards the end. The Wii U was starting to die a little bit. And if you add up all of our game series on all of our platforms, the Perplexing Orb is basically the most played overall, and most revenue earned. I guess in terms of like the original Wii U release, the letter might have more downloads still, but it's not what I would say considered successful, because most of those copies were sold at like 49 cents on the Wii U, you know, so it was like, you know, you didn't really make a lot of money on it. But people really seem to like the Perplexing Orb games. I think that they're fun. They're really simple and easy to pick up and understand. It's a genre that many people enjoy playing. So yeah, and I put a ton of work into this one. I didn't talk about this on the devlog, but I can just point it out to you guys on the live stream. I put a lot of work into the logo. I think it's really awesome. Kind of got like the 3D shine text effect going on, and so, you know, this is like the font that we use for the other Perplexing Orb games and stuff, but instead of just the Perplexing Orb, and, you know, the first game has like a little diagram logo type thing where there's like kind of like a level of the orb rolling, and then Perplexing Orb 2 is a little bit more just the logo. I feel like this one's pretty cool because the bounce is actually, each letter is bouncing, like it's actually bouncing up, and then roll is obviously italics a little bit, so it's like sliding to the side, like you're rolling away. So it's like the thought that I put into this game, every little detail from the logo to how the game works, it's all been, you know, I worked really hard on it. So I'm hoping that everyone is going to have a whole lot of fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and run through a few things. And I'll just briefly mention it. If you guys missed my devlog, all of the title screen stuff is all in there. I talk about switching the character skins, how the menu works, you know, challenges, time trial stages. Just to mention it, obviously, you know, in case you guys missed the devlog, this is the first game where we have a full brand new time trials mode, and this is kind of like a Crash Bandicoot type thing, you know, like where you actually have gold medals that you're racing for. It saves your data every single level, so you can replay all of the levels, you know, in order to get better times. And I think what I really did to add to the replayability of this game, because, you know, these games, the levels are so short, you can beat them really quickly. I mean, they might be hard when you first start them, but after that, you know, they are really, really fast once you figure out the game and you learn how to play it. So then you beat them and you're done, and then, you know, there's challenge levels, and those are a lot harder, and, you know, they will test your skills, and you'll be able to work really hard at beating those, but once you beat all those, the game is done. But with time trials mode, it adds replayability to the game because you can constantly go against your own times and try to get better scores. And you can beat all the gold medal times, but still want to play the game, because you can see over here on the right, we have my dev times. And I did not go easy, guys. I played these levels so much that my times are ridiculous. So like, to earn the gold medal time for level 1, you get 10 seconds. I mean, it's level 1, so it's pretty lenient. A lot of the levels in the beginning are kind of lenient on time, but then it gets kind of hard after that. And but like, you can see the gold time is 10 seconds, but my dev times is 2.5 seconds. So it's like, you got to beat 2.5 seconds. Level 2, my dev time's 3 seconds. Some of the most impressive ones, like if we scroll back here, like this stage is gonna blow people's minds. Like this 25 seconds, if you play the stage normally, that would be hard to hit. And my time is 6.2 seconds. So like, there's a lot of challenge that goes on in this. So you guys can just replay. I don't even know if it's possible for someone to beat every single one of my dev times. We're going to be giving away some kind of prize if you can do that. The game will let you know if you beat the dev times, your scores turn green. So that's just another little touch. If you beat the gold times, your scores turn gold. And obviously I have blank scores because I haven't played it on this PC build. So this is the PC version. I'm just running it on my PC using Xbox controller, but it's got the PlayStation logos. Yo, AZ Mist, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you love the game's visuals. Yeah, let me jump in and show you guys the visuals. I could talk about the title screen all day, but we're gonna go ahead and move in here. I'm gonna show you guys the city. Let's show you. You can see all these thumbnails here. So this will give you guys a really good look. So also, by the way, it's all shown off in the devlog. New transitions, new intro animations, new everything. Everything in this game is new. But yeah, the city, guys, World 2, absolutely love this. This is just like so, it's like nostalgic. It's got like the Lofi vibes from like those, Beats videos and stuff. But this is like the low poly aesthetic, like PS1. Like we got these low poly buildings. I wish I could just pull it up in the game engine and show you guys, but it's a little far away. But like, I hand drew those fences with pixel art. I mean, I was pretty impressed. I mean, I would put some work in. Like, it's like a flat plane with like a hand-drawn pixel fence, just like a PS1 game would have, but like the edges of the fence are 3D models, and obviously the lights are 3D models. But you can see we got post-processing effects that like the PS1 wouldn't have, just to make the game have this feeling. Like we got fog below that's covering up the asphalt ground, and then we got like the lights are glowing, and the lights in the buildings are glowing, and you guys can see like the buildings aren't repeating. They're all like, the different lights are on in the different buildings, and they're all kind of moved all around. Also, another thing, it might be hard to tell on the stream, but like, I hand drew all those little pixels on the platforms here for our little metal platforms. So pretty cool. But that's how the game looks in HD. And if you just pause it over here and press the pixel filter, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this too well, but look how pixelated it is on those fences and the buildings and stuff. It gets rid of the anti-aliasing, and it obviously runs it in like a lower resolution like it was going to be on a PS1 game. I'm gonna pull this microphone close. Let me know if my voice is too loud. I haven't done the live streams with the books in the way, so kind of have to hold my hands far back to get to the controller. But yeah, so like, this is just so, man, the aesthetic. I love playing the whole game with the pixel filter on. It's super cool. And then you can see, obviously, the theme of World 2 here is moving platforms. That is the challenge that you get when you're in World 2. So you can see you got these platforms moving, left and right, and up and down, and all that kind of stuff. So you gotta just time it out right, and it gets harder from there. So pretty awesome. We'll jump into another one. I'll just do one level in each world real quick to show you guys like what the pixel filter looks like. because I think it's pretty cool. So you guys can see this is like all pixelated. Just look at those trees. I love how the artifacts look when it's all pixelated. I also love this artifact little stack I did. So it shows you how to do the perfect jump height, you know, from here to here. And then obviously if we turn off the filter, you can see it's super crisp, and you can see like how detailed the pixelized shadow is. We actually have animations on the leaves. They slightly move and blow in the wind. That way the shadows aren't static and they actually move a little bit. So the level kind of feels alive. And then obviously also, I don't know how well you guys can tell from the video, but there's a dust particle effect that's kind of randomized, and just small desert dust just floating in the wind for this world. So all the worlds have little touches like that. I'll just knock down the post so you guys can see right there. That's a new animation. Like the letters come flying in and then bounce like this to do the level complete. So all that kind of stuff, all new from Perplexing Orb 2 and 1. So that's what World 1 looks like. You saw World 2. Let's just go ahead and jump into a level in World 3. And AZ Yo Thomas, welcome to the stream. Glad you think it looks good. And AZ Mist, that's actually not an animated shader. I went so simple. It's actually just an actual animation on the planes themselves. It doesn't really affect the performance any, because one, all the models are super low poly in this game, and my textures are super low resolution. So this game is running ultra smooth, and it's easier for me to do it that way than writing shader code. I was able to do it in, you know, like 30 minutes, and each level only has, you know, 3 to 4 palm trees. So having that many animators going at once is not a big deal. So I think it's was a cheap way to do it, a fast and efficient way to do it in Unity, and it creates a nice effect for everybody to see. Let's go ahead and show you something super tough. Let's just pop into this level here in World 3. I also love this world here. Super cool. We got snow coming through. Nice effect here. Let's pop the pixel filter on, and I think that this one just looks so awesome, because you guys can see we have like these ruins pillars here that are just coming out of the snow fog, and you can see that there's like snow piles sitting on them and stuff. But when we put on the pixel filter, they get so jaggedy on the edges. It looks just like a PS1. Absolutely love it. Also love, if you can tell from here, like the finish post has like a giant, like the anti-aliasing cut looks so old school. I'm like, man, it's just like a PS1. And obviously the challenge of World 3 is when you land on these platforms, the ice cracks and then they bust, and then a particle effect comes out, and then you know the platform gets destroyed obviously, and they respawn, so you obviously don't have to start the level over if you fall and die. This is actually really tough. And right there, that little gameplay you guys got to see, that's actually new. The orb controller in the old games, you used to, like, if you started to fall off an edge, you would be able to easily pull yourself back onto the edge, but you don't have as much control in this game. When you start to fall off and you're no longer on the ground, you really lose control, because it's like the orb doesn't actually have a grip on the ground anymore, and you don't actually have control. You're starting to fall into the air. So you have to work really, really hard, you know, push the stick all the way, and then sometimes you might be able to save yourself, but a lot of times you'll probably fall off. And for this world, you know, it's almost impossible to save yourself if you start to fall off the edge of a platform that's an ice block, because it's going to break before you can pull yourself over the edge. So adds to the challenge and adds a more realistic touch to the gameplay. I think it's a whole lot of fun. So there's a brief look at that level. And let's go ahead and take a look. I don't want to spoil too many because there's only 40 levels, and I don't want to show too many off. I'm trying to show off some of the ones I've already shown in the trailer and stuff, but I will just show you guys level 32 because this is so cool. This is like my favorite level in the game. You're going to see it with the pixel filter first. Just look at how this looks, this castle like all filtered over here. I don't know if it's going to get like kind of sponged out by the YouTube compression or anything, but when you guys play this on your own, man, does it look cool. So let's turn it off so you guys can see a little bit better. I really love the pixel textures I've got here for the bricks and stuff. And same thing as before. Let me just jump over here with these windows. It's so cool. This reminds me like PS1 days. You can see everything's like big and blocky in 3D, but if you jump over here at that window, you can't really tell. But the bars, oh yeah, you can see it on this one on the left. The bars on the window, I hand drew those as well. Using Affinity Photo, guys, rep it out since Thomas is in the chat. Hand-drawn pixel art textures, boys. And but it's a flat plane, so it's so cool because that's how they would have done it to save data on the PS1. And also, I actually left this, like when I was texturing it, you guys can see the mirror, or not the mirror, the window here. The bottom part of the texture is all skewed. I could have fixed that, but I left it that way. I fixed it through most of it, but you know, the PS1 had a problem where it would skew textures all the time and they would get like twisted. So I left it like that because it's a style right down there in that bottom corner. Oh man, just all the touches in this game. Absolutely love it. Love the PS1. Miss those days so much. And obviously we have some non-PS1 effects going on here. Like if you guys can see from here, like the back of that room, we've got like some blue fog coming in. So there's fog kind of covering up the distance over there. And you can see there's shadows coming. So just really awesome. A lot of post-processing effects to make this game look really cool, but you know, still also imbibes that old school vibe. Really cool. I'm just going to mention here for you guys to check this out. These elevators are one of my favorite things to code. This is literally the elevator system from Dark Souls. I don't know how many of Dark Souls fans are out there, but it's pretty cool. When you get onto the elevator, it drops, gives you a second, and then pulls the elevator up. And when I say it's from Dark Souls, it's not just because you step on the elevator and move it, but when you get on the elevator, it moves another elevator. So it's like an elevator system that moves together. So like now this one is up. So like if you fell down this entire level, oh man, I died that many times? Oh, ruined. Game over screen, I'll finish my thought when we go back. The game over screen is like the one from Perplexing Orb 2, except for obviously the level layout, you actually have to jump this time. The text is pixelated, has a new animation as well, and when you hit the game over post now, it deletes the game over text instead of leaving it there, which the Perplexing Orb 2 did, which kind of made it look a little jumbled and bad. So game over screen is much better. But yeah, I'll go ahead and ride this one up, and then I'll just go ahead and fall off here so you guys can see it disappears. So now when that one goes up, it doesn't come back down automatically. What you have to do is you have to ride the other one up. So all the levels are built with like 2 elevators in mind. So here is this one. So now you would have to, you know, come jump in this one, and then you could ride this elevator back up or whatever, you know. So pretty awesome. I love the elevators. I know you guys probably can't hear the sound effects too much over under my voice or whatever, and the music, but we have some really cool sound effects for the jingling of the chains. And when you first get onto the elevator and it goes doom, it makes like this boom noise. It feels so awesome. And you guys obviously aren't playing it, but we went all out with Rumble in this game. So now, like when you're riding the elevators, there's like a just slight rumble through the controller. There's a bunch of different instances of rumble in this game. When you get hit by a saw, it rumbles. When you're going up the elevator, it rumbles. There's a rumble like song animation that plays when you hit the finish post. All sorts of stuff. And on PlayStation, we have, to match the rumbles, we have light bar stuff that's going on as well throughout the game. You can see this is pretty cool here with the castle window. You can see we have the window bars coming in. You can see there's more castle outside. You can fall on this. Originally, I made it to where you couldn't get back up and you had to start over. But if you fall now, you can just you know, jump over here and hit it again. So, and there's obviously all this secret stuff down here. right here, which is pretty cool. You have to jump off of the elevator mid-ride in order to get to that. So there's a look at the World 4 levels. Pretty awesome. And then obviously, briefly, just to mention, there are 8 challenge levels on top of the 40 main levels, which, you know, makes 48 unique stages for this game. I'm going to show you real fast. I'm just going to jump into level 39. This is going to be the last one before I get ready to roll up on this live stream, so you guys can see. And we did a lot more work this time with sound effects as well. We got swish sounds that go by when the saws swish by. We got elevator sounds. You know, all the other sound effects that were already in the game, you know, have been changed, or they're the same depending on what they are. When you hit one of these saws, it will knock you flying, and it's like a big metal wobble sound where it's like doom. It's so awesome. This is the hard level I was talking about. If you have to do this level naturally, it's so hard to do this in 25 seconds. This level is so tough. So I don't know if you guys have seen this from the trailer, but these saws basically swing on these chains back and forth. And if you jump up and hit them, they smack you out of the air and you go flying. It's so awesome. It's one of my favorite things about this game. It's just like, doom. And then you just go, goodbye, my friends. I will find you on another run. So yeah, pretty cool. But basically, the challenge of this level is so hard. You have to like jump really slowly, and then you have to sit like right here. Because if you're like right here, you can get hit by that. So you have to like sit right there, wait for it to go by, go across the road on the safe road, and then on the next one over here. So you got to go like this, and then you got to wait it out. Don't go now. You wait it out, and then you go here. And then you got to move back here till this one. Oh man, I fell. And then you wait right there, and when that one moves, see how that item is down below? This one, you don't jump across the gap. You have to run the orb really quickly to bounce across the gap, and then you have to pull back on the stick immediately after you get across the side so you don't go over the edge where that other artifact is. But if you pull back on the stick too fast, you're gonna roll right back into the saw that's swinging right behind you, and then it'll kill you again. This level is super, super tough. The secret shortcut that I do in 6 seconds is by skipping this gap, jumping over here, skipping that gap, and then jumping up here. And I know that that looks easy while I'm just talking to you and doing it, but that is super tough to do. I promise you. But if anyone can beat my 6.2 seconds, I will buy you a steak dinner, because it's pretty tough. But yeah, so, and then also just to mention, on the challenge mode, we actually track the deaths now, so you can see how many times you die before you beat a level, and how many times you die after it if you beat it, if you play it over and over again. So now you can see like how brutally tough it is. And you can see we got, if you press the triangle button, you can switch through. We got 7 player skins that you can switch through, and you can do that on the home menu while you're not in one of these sub menus. If you're in one of the sub menus, you can't switch the skins. You have to back out and press it up here. So just a bunch of cool little things that I wanted to mention about the game while I'm getting too excited, so I'm just chatting about the game. I need to rep it hard. I got more videos I got to film for the devlogs and stuff, so you guys can check out more of the game. But I hope everyone's excited. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be picking it up on PS4 or PS5. It's exclusive for like a week on PS4 and PS5. There is a Steam version. You can wishlist it on Steam. I forgot to put that in the in the description for this live stream because I was hurrying up trying to get it ready. But you can find it on our Steam page. You should be able to go to our developer page and then maybe find it. And if you type in the Perplexing Orb on Steam, it will already show up. You don't even have to type in Bounce and Roll. It will show up on the list, so you guys can wish list it on Steam. It's going to come out on Steam. Our targeted date is 11/25, so like 4 days after the PlayStation version. We have to submit the game to Steam still, which we're doing tonight or tomorrow. So it should pass testing before the 25th. We have to wait to at least the 25th because we didn't get the Steam page up in time I was still working on the trailer and stuff, so the PlayStation version's coming out early, and we're gonna do an Atari version of this. It's probably gonna be our last Atari VCS game that we drop. I know I told you guys I would do an update on that. I'm not sure how long term it will be part of our plans. Financially speaking, I don't know if it's totally worth the development. I've had fun working on it so far, but yeah, we'll have to see how this title goes. If this one doesn't sell well on the VCS, then probably just gonna, let these 3 games, which we did, Tilting Tiles, Gem Collector, and then Bounce and Roll, will be our VCS experience catalog, I suppose. I'm real excited. This game is our first PlayStation 5 game, and we got big expectations, big hopes for that, because the PlayStation 5 is starting to overtake the PlayStation 4. So I'm hoping that it does well for being on PS4 and PS5, but we're gonna have to see. The industry is changing. Studios are closing every week. The video I've been working on for talking about layoffs and why inflation is destroying the industry so bad, it's impossible to do because every single day there are more layoffs, there are more studios that close. There was another set of indie developers that I've been following that are basically announcing their closure this morning. So it's finances are getting tight all around the game industry. So I will be interested to see how the sales of this game perform compared to my older games, considering that it's on new platforms, but it's also in a bit of a economic slow period, I would say, and most people are probably going to be buying bigger AAA games over the holidays, but I'm hoping that the Perplexing Orb has the push that it can roll right on through, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick look. I was going to talk a little bit more about some of our plans about the PlayStation 5 launch, answer any questions you guys had about development for that and all of that, but I actually have to run. I've been notified I got something to go get, and I'm gonna leave this stream a little early, but this was fun reading some of your comments. Miss you guys in the streams. I'm sure you guys probably want the dev streams to come back. Probably gonna do a little bit of those soon, but you guys know my ride or dies in the stream know that my wife is pregnant and our baby is due pretty soon. So I probably won't have to be able to do too many streams. Be doing some between now and the holidays, but it's not going to be consistent. They're going to pop up. Maybe I'll do like a Monday, Wednesday thing, and then when the baby's here, obviously I'm going to pull back and we won't be doing some live streams for a little while. So you guys are going to miss part of the development. We're just going to randomly pop back in next year with some Pitterpot development. It's going to be way farther along than you guys think. You're going to be like, whoa. Probably skip it, actually. That'll probably be next Christmas's game. We'll probably go straight to Pick-a-Block or something. You never know what we're going to do at TreeFall Studios, but hopefully you guys are looking forward to more dev streams. This is a perfect time. Check out all the patrons down below. I got to give a personal shout out to everybody who supports me on TreeFall Studios. Carmen Red, Overhyped Gamer, Shark and Minnow, PLP, Thomas Stewart, I think is everybody on that $5 tier. I gave yeah, so check out the patrons down below. You can get your name in the live streams and our YouTube videos and the credits of the game if you want to support us on Patreon, $1, $3, and $5 tiers. Those are down below. You should be able to find the link for that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys, as Thomas says, baby. Yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. It was fun doing this live stream, seeing you guys again. We'll have more development things to talk about, more games to talk about. Hope everyone is looking forward to this game. This is next week. Cross your fingers, pray. Let's hope the orb bounces and rolls right onto victory, to the top of the PlayStation charts, to where it blows the minds of everyone at PlayStation, and they are just shocked with this series that they've never even heard of before, the Perplexing Orb. All right, guys, get perplexed. I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. I will see you soon. Get ready.